All right, hello everyone. Welcome to Heroes Graveyard Week 2. Today we are joined with ChanManV, replacing Amnesiac, because Amnesiac is busy hopefully winning a Hearthstone tournament. So let's go ahead and begin by introducing the ChanManV. I want you to tell us one line about yourself and then your character.
So I am ChanManV, and I produce various shows, Twitch shows and podcasts, and in esports, Hearthstone, Overwatch, all that good stuff. And my character, Varus, is a wood elf rogue from the streets of Darkmoor. And the story behind him is basically I've lived my entire life on the streets, but recently was able to make enough or come across enough wealth to allow me to break that chain of living, at least living on the streets. So I've decided to kind of go travel a bit in search of the next chapter of my life, or at least what is going to give me meaning to the rest of my life.
All right, well, let's hope that death isn't the meaning of your life, because that's probably what's going to happen.
No, definitely death is not supposed to be the next meaning of my life.
Who knows? Here, that's probably it. Destiny, what's up with you?
What's up? I'm Destiny. I'm returning from last time with my character Wander. Are we reintroducing our characters or whatever?
Sure, tell us a little bit something new.
Yeah, something new.
Perhaps as a result of losing to kobolds on the first week.
Well, my character has recently developed chronic trust issues with his teammates, but he will try his best to be a sturdy warrior this time and hopefully overcome the 4 HP monsters this time. Well.
Okay, let's not be too optimistic, okay?
All right, Anna, let's hear about what your character, all the trauma you've suffered after defeat at the hands, or I guess jaws, of some slithering monsters.
Well, Lapis is a human cleric, and she just believes in the balance of all of our energy being the main goal of what's happening here. And she just feels like there's some really bad energy remaining from what happened last time. The connections, like the chi is not flowing very correctly between all the party members right now. So she just feels like she maybe needs to find some herbal remedies, or like maybe do some crystal ceremonies to try to like cleanse all of our energy.
Okay, well, hopefully that's exactly what the party needs. I don't know about that, but we'll see. And Joanna, are you going to actually cast some useful spells this time?
Wow.
What is this I hear?
Is that a question for me or Anna?
No,
that was for you, Seltzer, rather.
Oh,
Johanna.
for Johanna. See, it sounded like Anna.
Although it could have gone for both of you, I guess.
Useful spells this time. Well, it's funny you bring that up because I don't know if you know this, but Johanna gets her powers from her dead warlock grandma. She actually doesn't really own them herself, so I don't want to fire off too many, because then, that kind of opens the portal inside me to grandma, and grandma's a huge bitch. So I don't know if I'm going to be firing off constant spells, but I think after our encounter with the kobolds last week, I'm going to be a little more efficient with my magic.
I look forward to seeing Grandma come out.
Yeah.
Grandmama.
So you can tell my hair goes into the devil horn.
Oh, it's going to be good.
Like that.
Very good. I think we'll go ahead and get started where we left off last week, where you had just failed to convince the bartender that you had actually found the ale. So ChanManV's character Varus here will be offering his services. Go ahead.
That's right. Dench has taken ill. You guys took a nap, rested up to go back in fighting shape the next day, and Dench is not feeling so well in the morning. You're maybe having a little trouble telling whether he's like faking his illness because he doesn't want to go back out and fight again, or whether he really like picked something up.
I thought he just like loved selling flutes and realized that the fighting life was not for him.
That very well might be it, but he's like...
That's my suspicion.
He's at least making the excuse of, guys, I'm really sick. I can't go fight kobolds today. I'm going to go back and take a nap with my flutes. And you know you need a fourth person to do this, and the only other armed person in the bar is this elf. How tall are you, Varys?
I am 5'10". Let's just say that.
Okay, 5'10". He's got 2 short swords. Do you keep him on your back or at your sides?
On my back.
2 short swords on the back. Big pack with rope tied next to it. Blends in right well with you guys. And you know, Laura's looking at you this morning with those eyes that say, "Give me my ale if you want to get paid." So.
Guys, we're going to do the ale quest. We're going to help Laura 100%.
I mean, I think we have to. We've invested so much time searching for everything. I think we kind of have to at this point, yeah.
Also, I just don't want the bad energy that comes from not keeping our word. So it's just really important to me that we do that.
Mm-hmm.
So what is this I hear of you guys just failing at encountering the kobolds? These easy kobolds that I've heard that people have just been killing left and right.
Wow.
Well, you see...
Wow.
We went there thinking we were a party of 4 strong warriors, friend, and we got there and we found out that we were 3 strong warriors and a flautist. And so we decided we needed a bit of a rearrangement. But I think you seem like the type of guy that would want to hang out with us, right?
I don't know about that. That's what I'm trying to figure out. But when I hear gold, definitely it tickles my fancy. So I'm willing to figure out if you guys are capable of killing at least 1 kobold, because I'm not even sure if you killed any kobolds last time you encountered them. When I can kill 20 of them easily with just both blades on my back.
Look, I can see that you have a very red aura, which is great for a warrior, but your aggro right now is just really unbalancing my chi. So I'm going to need you to like chill and then just put your warriorness where your weapon is, if you know what I mean.
If you want me to show you my if you want me to show you my chi, I'm about to take it out right now and break it out in this bar right now and really make it a massacre here.
That's good, a bar fight. It's a good way to start the morning, guys.
So instead of bar fighting, the reward I think was about 60, 70 gold per person. If you can kill kobolds, it should be pretty easy for you, I think.
Could we like bar fight right now? Because like I could use some expenditure of like, you know, some bad energy right now. I could just cleanse by like smacking this guy in the face. I want to hold
Lapis back a little bit here. And I'm like, don't hurt him. Look at his ears. He's so precious.
I take offense at that. That's definitely not a very great thing to say to an elf. So, you better watch what you say. Let's just say that.
I meant no offense, elf. I'm so sorry.
His ears are real cute.
Right, so you said 70 gold for...
Yeah, about 60, 70 gold per person as soon as we
and those ears can hear pretty well, huh, too?
That's right. Well, if I'm killing more kobold than you guys, I feel like I should be getting more than that. And given what I see with all the equipment you guys have here, you're not going to be killing too many things. Especially you, warrior. I mean, how did you not kill any kobolds the first time around?
I was, we were in a very precarious situation, and I risked my life to make sure that our teammates were able to get us. That's what I did for most of my time, okay?
I was also lacking, now that you bring up equipment, in some ranged solutions, and I was wondering while we were back in town if I could maybe swap out some of my weapons and do a little shopping, because I'm not sure if we were entirely well equipped for the journey last time.
Oh my gosh, I know just the place. I love shopping. Let's go. Let's get like knives and like I don't know, do you like crossbows? Like I know the best crossbow place.
Oh my god. What is the name of this crossbow store in town?
It's called The String Sings.
Ooh.
And it's actually run by a bard who like really has just been trying to make it as a bard, but just does the shop for like, you know, the day job because just hasn't quite been able to make it. So like he sings every time you make a purchase, he'll like sing you a ditty. That's part of the gimmick.
Cold Stone Creamery.
Exactly like Cold Stone. And all the employees hate it, but they have to do it or they get fired.
All right.
Jeez.
So Lapis leads you guys down to the String Sings, which started out as like maybe a music shop, but then quickly became like a missile weapon shop, and then just finally it became like the weapon shop in town, but it's held its old name. You guys find here at the String Sings the proprietor, a gentleman by the name of Dun. And he takes a look at you, goes, so who's here to buy some weapons or some musical instruments or hire me for a gig? I love playing music. Are you here for a gig?
We're not here for a gig, but I happen to know a great flautist, and I am definitely going to send him your way. In fact, we're here for a different and more murderous purpose.
Alrighty then. What can I help you murder today? And how would you like to help it be murdered?
Well, I take my daggers out and I slam them on the table. I'm kind of done with these, and I think I need... And I point to a real basic-looking crossbow, and I say, something more like that.
Ah, light crossbow. It's my best seller. Well, for you, young lady, I can give you the low price of 25 gold for a light crossbow, and I'll even throw in 20 pieces of ammunition for free.
That's a very generous offer, Dim Dim. But listen,
Dun.
that's not gonna work, Dun. I'm gonna have to ask you to lower your price. And I actually, can I do a charisma thing here?
Yeah, you can do a charisma thing, but tell me what it is that you're doing to try and get him to lower his prices before we roll. Like, what is your approach?
So I'm still kind of like awkward and gangly, and I'm trying to do like what I imagine is like the sad puppy thing. It's not sexy. Let me tell you right off the bat, it's so not sexy. But it's definitely a lot more of that like, I could really use a crossbow, and it's very dangerous out there, and I'm just a little girl, and I have these daggers. These daggers are in great condition. So if you could maybe take these and take some money off the price, and I mean, it would really be an investment in a future warrior. Wouldn't you want me to be a great future customer? I'm going out. I'm probably going to earn, I'm going to say mad gold. So, I mean...
Can I jump in with a comment too with my charisma too?
Sure. Rachel, give me a charisma check while Chris says something. What are you saying?
Just look at her.
Make that a persuasion check, by the way.
Don't you think she actually needs a very, very good weapon, or else she's going to be dead?
Oh my gosh, you know what we can do? I'll just like do a portrait of her using that crossbow when we're in battle, and then she can share it on the social media billboard inside the bar, and then we'll just do like a trade for promotion. It'll be great.
All right.
I'll call it Instagram.
Wow. Okay. All right. Look. Okay. First off, sweetie, you're adorable. You really need some sort of protection, and I don't want you getting up close to monsters. They could hurt you. So why don't you just take this crossbow? I'll take these daggers, and he slides them across the way.
And that's a fair trade, I think.
And I'll take 10 gold off the price. I'll drop it down to 15. And if you can get some sort of promotion, if you can like do a picture of her slaying a monster, like bring the monster back and hang it up on the billboard next to her, I'll give you all 15 gold back. If you can do like the portrait with a like crossbows bought at the String Sings. All right.
Totally.
I'll give you all your money back if you can do a portrait with shooting monster and then the actual monster like being nailed to the board too. Does this sound like a fair deal?
I'm gonna level with you, Bum Bum. I've got 9 gold, Bum Bum, and these daggers.
Maybe you have a friend that's willing to chip in a little bit. I mean, it's only an extra 6 gold pieces, and I've already cut my prices so much.
Oh man, are we gonna see this guy again? Should I just take over his whole situation?
Excuse me?
I whisper quietly to myself. Wow, guys. I mean, does this sound like a fair deal? I'm just not really experienced in these sorts of things, and I don't know. Is that a good price for a crossbow?
I mean, like, there's no excuse for like buying cheap weapons. Like if it's quality, you should pay for it. You know what I mean?
Can I scan the store?
Sure.
Is there any gold that's laying around open?
No, the weapon keeper doesn't leave his gold lying on the table in front of you.
It doesn't in front of me. Just even in the back somewhere.
No. So basically, it's like a small area for customers and like a large bench that runs across the whole of the shop, and then like all these weapons on racks behind him. So you can't the weapons are easily available to you. There's not really a security guard on the door. So, he's got to keep his weapons behind the counter. He's brought a crossbow over and a bandolier with bolts and set it on the table before you, next to the daggers that Johanna has dropped or set down.
Hey guys, actually, can I talk to you real quick? I just want to see if I want to work out with my friends Pam about maybe if I can get some extra money from them. But guys, let's bring it in for a second. Can we step to somewhere out of earshot and? Sure. Have the conversation. Guys, do you see everything in here that you want?
Is there, when we were in the shop earlier, do they do repairs for weapons as well? Can that be assumed? Is that something they can do quickly, or would you have to leave the sword with them overnight because of the rust monsters?
They will do repairs. If you need it done quickly, they'll just give you a new sword and take your old sword and charge you for the repair and then just fix it.
Gotcha. Do they have any new swords here?
Absolutely. What sort of sword do you have that got damaged?
I think it was just a normal long sword.
Okay, so it'll be 3 gold for the repair. That's 1/5 of the cost, and the sword was damaged by 1/5. It was a -1 penalty. Once it got to -5 penalty, it was ruined. So 1/5 of the sword of the long sword, 1/5 of the cost of the long sword to repair it. Easy peasy.
And then what's the next level up sword that they would have available?
There's not really a level up of sword. It would just become a magic sword you'd need to get. Weapon technology only exists so far. In terms of single-handed weapons, longsword is pretty much it.
Okay.
Are there any rust-proof weapons?
You can buy weapons made out of other materials, but the cost goes up quite a bit. So if you would like to buy a silver sword or a brass sword or something, that can be done, but you're going to be paying an extra 30 or 40%. Depending on the metal.
So, Johanna, what were you saying?
Well, I like to think of myself as a good person, and I like to think of what we're doing as good deeds. And I'm just wondering if it's for the greater good to perhaps convince him now to lend us the weapons that we need. Because he even said that if we came back with the money, we could have the weapons and the money back, and we could do this other awesome things for him. And I don't have the money now, so I'm wondering is if you can grab everything you can grab in under a minute, and we can hightail it out of town, I might have a spell that can help.
You guys want to rob the weapon store before you go on your quest?
I think that rather than making enemies out of everyone in the town, I can lend you the gold that you need to do this purchase now. I can get my sword fixed anyway. It's probably better for all of us if you're better.
Wait. I want to hear. What spell do you have?
I don't want to hear this. I'm not on board with this. I'm absolutely not on board with this. We're not doing this. We're not making enemies of everybody in the town right now before we head out to help somebody.
So, Wanda, you're going to lend me the money then?
I can lend you the money, yeah. It's probably better for you if you're equipped, and it's probably better for us as well. So I'll lend it to you. I got to get my sword fixed anyway. You can pay me back when we finish, right? You will pay me back.
Yeah, I'm gonna I will absolutely pay it back, because when I bring it back here, he's gonna give me the money back anyway. So it'll be like I never even borrowed the money. It's gonna be perfect.
I want to make it. We're gonna have an agreement right now. I'm going to collect your reward, and I will pay you that reward, and I will deduct my expenses from that reward in exchange for lending you money for the crossbow. Sounds fair?
What if we have a mediator? What if Lapis takes the money and divides it both?
I don't want to leave my reward subject to what my aura might be at the time, so I would just be more comfortable.
Is it good enough if we shake on that you'll get your money back?
No. I think that in this way, all parties
I'll take the gold.
I'm still down for stealing it. I've stolen many swords in my life. I just want to see what spell that she can cast that might be able to help.
Is this really in our best interest to make enemies of everybody in this town? We'll never be able to come back.
How
No,
will
my
they
whole
know?
plan was to get the money from Wander. So
Okay, all right.
Wander, if you don't trust me, well, that's on me to earn your trust. I'll let you divide up the money if you let me borrow it now, and I appreciate your help. Thank you.
No problem. How much money did you need?
It's 15 gold, right?
Yeah, she needed 6.
And you need 6?
No.
All right. I'm deducting 6 for mine. Here you go.
And
I
then
hand you
another 3
6
for the repairs.
Yeah, I hand you
Cool.
6 gold pieces. I'll hand the shopkeeper 3. I trade my longsword into him in exchange for another one that I assume is working perfectly.
Yep, works perfectly. And then beautiful. Maybe we need to modify something there. No, it's all good. Perfect. So, Rachel, you chip out your remaining 9 gold pieces. You're flat broke. The party is fully geared up and ready to go. I will add a crossbow to your character sheet.
That's great. Even better, the party can all begin with an inspiration for the lovely work you've done so far.
Nice.
Mostly carried by Johanna.
Yes.
Okay. And off we go. Is there anything you guys would like to do? Any place in particular you would like to be? Or are you just like headed straight back to that set of kobolds?
I want to stop by the crystal store on our way because I want like a cleansing stone to just like, wave around Barris.
And before we left, I just wanted to confirm with the shopkeep that a hand would be a good talisman of. I don't know. I don't want to come back and find restrictions on my money back.
I would, prefer a head or a something a little bit bigger than a hand, but a hand will do,
I could do
promotion
a head.
and all
Work
that.
on the head. I'll work on the head for you, man.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
That's all. Sorry.
Okay, you should now have a crossbow on your character sheet that you can use.
Oh, I do, Duncan.
Mm-hmm. So off you guys go, right? No, you wanted to go to the crystal ball shop?
No, not the crystal ball shop, the crystal shop. Just a shop with crystals. I'm
Okay.
from, I don't know where I'm from and what the equivalent of LA is in this world, but don't you know that crystals are like the coolest and most important thing in the world right now?
You find your way to Christine's crystal shop.
Mm-hmm. We don't need to roleplay it out. That's just something that Lapis does and jabbers all the time.
All right. You find your way on the road once again, and fairly quickly it becomes very obvious that the 3 of you that have done this before, are coming right back to that toll booth on that bridge. You guys remember that bridge?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can you all see where your characters are?
Yep.
Okay. Well, here you are. There's the bridge ahead of you. There's, what's her name? Do you guys even remember her name? There's the captain of this bridge guard. And you see her kind of just patrolling the length of the bridge. Walking along by herself.
Hey, girl.
You guys walk right up to her. She sees you, gives a friendly wave. Why, hello, it's one of my loyal customers. Sure. What can I do for you today? Would you like to cross the bridge? Would you like to come on into our casino? The Sisterhood of the Dice can always use new people playing.
Aww.
I think we're just here to cross the bridge again.
Well, that's of course good too. You seem to have quite the adventure last time you crossed the bridge. Now, if we'll pay your usual fee, 1 gold per person, 5 golds per animal, that would be lovely.
Animal.
I look around. Do we have any animals that I didn't notice?
I don't think any of you guys have any pack animals, but she's setting the precedent,
Sure.
for the next time.
I can cover the 1 gold for you.
And make some big old puppy dog eyes again because I
No
have 0.
problem. I'll take it out of your. I'll take it out of your purse.
Allowance.
For the the,
My allowance.
All right, I can cover 1.
Didn't
So
we just, how did we pay last time? Did we all pay 1 gold last time?
We all paid 1 gold.
Yeah.
We flipped it at them, remember?
Yeah. I forgot to take it off my character sheet, so now I will.
All right.
All right, I've subtracted
Okay.
2 from mine.
Excellent.
And, I handed
I'll
2
do,
gold.
I'll do 1.
Okay, you all pay your bridge tax, make it across, no problem. Where you are once again confronted with the casino, still a little bit jam-packed, not as packed as last time. The line to play at the table doesn't go out the door, it just like goes through the tent a little bit.
Don't forget, you guys
Can we go-
promised that we're going back there to help out that, what was it, a gnome that was
A
chained to the
gnome.
table? We're gonna
Yeah.
go help that gnome you promised.
We're definitely going to do that on our way back for sure.
Heck
I think
yeah.
right now we should head back to that cave and focus on finishing.
I
what
fully
we've got.
believe Lapis when she says that. My upbringing has made me morally opposed to slavery.
Why wouldn't you?
I mean,
Okay. You guys pass the
All right.
casino without issue and make your way back to the cave.
All right.
You all should be able to see your characters now.
Is this where you guys were last time?
Yeah, you can feel the like fear and anguish kind of radiating off some of those trees. It's very distracting. I don't like it here. Let's go.
So before we head into this, Varys, how do you feel? I'm talking to you now. Do you feel like you can take some punishment, or do you prefer to kind of skirt on the outside of the fight, or how do you like to do these kinds of battles?
Well, definitely, I like to skirt around and be the second person into these fights. Given that I do best when the enemies don't know where I am, and I'm able to obviously walk around very unseen or hidden. So I prefer to stay back here with my bow at first, and then, once a big warrior like yourself is engaging them, I can come help out and finish, and do a lot of crazy savage melee to them.
Okay. All right, that's good to know for me. The last time we came here, there were a couple orcs or goblins outside riding the warg. I don't remember what they were. Two little dudes that we took care of. There's a trap set up on the inside of the cave. We don't know if anybody's out here right now, though.
that was
Perhaps
just
we should-
yesterday, right? That we were here?
Yeah, right, I believe so.
Yesterday?
Just
Just
yesterday.
yesterday.
So everything
Neil-
should be the same, right?
Yeah, I
Unless-
think we should probably take a look around outside before heading back into the cave, just to make sure nobody's waiting to ambush us out here or anything.
Yeah.
We did take a long rest, right?
You've all taken a long rest.
Yeah.
All your spells are back. All of your HP is back. You're all good to go.
All right.
The only thing you're short is hope and ammunition.
So, can we check the results of the battle from yesterday? See if the rust monster corpse is still there and the kobolds or the guy's still tied to the tree?
Yeah, you come back. You find that the goblin that was impaled upon the tree has had its legs ripped off, probably by wild animals, or at least the flesh from its legs have been ripped off. Most of the corpse is still stuck to the tree. The rust monster out front has disappeared, maybe dragged off by animals, maybe buried in a little graveyard with a little sign that says Rusty, but if so, that graveyard's hidden from you. It could exist, though. There are clearly signs of the previous battle. There's still like bolts embedded in trees, but there are no signs of guards out front. No signs of that damn dirty warg riding goblin. The cave looks suspiciously peaceful and quiet.
Please go ahead and move yourself closer to the cave if you are up there observing.
For our movements, I'll make sure to stay ahead. After talking to Varys, I understand that I'm probably the only one here that can survive any amount of ranged attacks, so I guess we'll move up, not into the cave, but around near the entrance of the cave. He said we were checking out that goblin that had been nailed to that tree, so I imagine it'd be around here. So I've moved my...
So we just move our guys now, or okay?
Sure.
I am definitely. Always stay towards the middle of the group.
I'm on this tiny screen today because I'm in my living room instead of being at my normal screen setup. It's very hard for me to find my characters.
So me, Johanna, you and I are the only ones with bows. Is that correct?
I
I'm
have
a
a bow.
crossbow.
Oh, you have a crossbow too, Anna? Okay. Or I mean, Lapis.
Or I have a bow as well, but I can't really use it because I prefer to keep my shield up. If I really need to drop it, I can take my bow out, but...
Okay. Okay, I'm going to stay close to both of you guys. But ready with my bow if necessary.
There it is before you. That cave. That damn dirty cave. Now, you also remember that you need, those of you that aren't some sort of weird race, anyone that's not human, basically, will need some sort of light to see. Elves can see in the dark. Orcs can see in the dark. But I think 3 of the 4 of you are human. So
my torch that we used last time, did that get all used, or did
it got all used up.
I should have bought another one when we were in town, but I forgot.
You still have 9 more torches.
That's 9 I thought I only had 1.
You start with 10.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, you're
great.
You're loaded.
Sweet.
Okay, so can I see into the cave? I mean, obviously I can have night vision, but how well is my vision?
Well, you should be able to see with your character how far you can see into that darkness. So if you approach the darkness, in theory, it should be able to show you what you see.
Okay.
If you want to take a look into the cave, you can rest your hand on my shoulder and walk me forward, and I will be in front of you, and you can kind of look in just to make sure that you don't end up getting surprised by something. But I'm trusting you to be able to see farther than they can see in that cave, okay?
Okay, that's all right. I think that's a plan. Can we?
Can I do a perception check?
Yeah, I was gonna do a perception check actually.
Sure.
Well, you have better luck than I do probably on this.
Yeah, let me do a perception check before we do that.
Or is that gonna remove?
What is your?
I want
to
do a perception check outside the cave. Do you want to do it inside because you're gonna have better vision inside the darkness?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Let me do that then.
But before they go in, wait. I want to make sure that our back is safe.
Okay. I thought didn't we already kind of check around here and everything was okay, I thought?
You walked through nice and peacefully. You didn't see anything on the way, but it doesn't hurt to check. And we all know that that Seltzer has the best perception in the party.
Okay. All right, so nothing.
Oh my God, Johanna. You notice as you're scanning about, there's no enemies anywhere to be found, but you notice there's a pile of leaves that is oddly placed near the front entrance.
Guys, wait, don't go in the cave.
Like there's leaves from all the trees around, but like there is a odd collection of them. There's a higher density right at the mouth of the cave where there are no trees.
Okay, so
I just know that something is super, super off. I don't know much about leaves or
Sriduni!
but
Sriduni!
Sudoni, what is that?
Sriduni!
Oh, there's the leaves.
Are the leaves? Is the sound
Are they
coming
moving?
from the leaves?
The sound is not coming from the leaves. The sound is coming from deeper within the cave.
Can Anna? Or I'm sorry.
Weird. I mean, can I trigger you? Like, how do I signal you, Varys? That I don't know.
Yeah.
You got them big ears.
I'm sitting right next to you. I'm sitting right next to you right now.
Well, I'm freaking out.
Okay.
And I might be making some terribly elfish assumptions here, but you live in the woods, and I don't know. Do you track? Is something weird?
Yeah.
What do you see? What do you hear?
Okay, so if I want to, if I'm gonna get closer to the pile of leaves, so I'm gonna move up by Wander here.
Could Johanna, or actually, I have 10 torches on me as well. Could we roll a torch into the leaves? Is that?
Yeah, well, you could light a torch and just toss it into leaves. Absolutely.
Gunpowder.
Then we'll lose a torch. You guys are not very conservationalist.
There's got to be
Can
like
we just shoot an arrow into there?
Yeah, exactly. Let's. What do we think it could be? Let's talk about.
Probably has a way to disarm traps, right? No?
Yeah, I definitely.
Hey, is there anyone in that pile of leaves? Hey, if you're in that pile of leaves, please identify yourself.
The leaves do not identify themselves. They refuse to identify themselves.
Can we throw a rock into the leaves?
Yeah, totally.
Okay. So if I pick up a rock, do I have Can I just throw it, or do I have to do anything?
Just toss it. You got plenty of time. You can keep picking up rocks until you get one in the leaves successfully.
Okay.
Your first rock lands in the middle, and you hear this whap! And you see the leaves part ways, and that damn bear trap that you left there on your retreat last time is snapped over this rock. Well, I guess the rock is in between it.
Is that where we left that?
Yes.
I could have repositioned it maybe too.
Well,
Does
this is
it
where
look
it
like
is now.
Oh.
That's
Well,
where we
it
left
was
it? Did we
reset.
just forget that we piled leaves on it so obviously?
I thought
there
it
was
closed on the bear. Or
Yeah.
on
There
the
was a monster in it last time.
Oh yeah. So someone reset it.
Someone reset it. Yeah, the trap looks like it's been trapped around the ankle of a rust monster still. Or before. It looks like a trap that has been underwater for a long time. It's completely corroded.
Hey, so now that it's closed, it's not dangerous anymore to us if we walk past it or walk over it even.
Correct.
Does
Okay.
that mean that somebody's been back here? Did somebody reset the trap, or do we just activate the old trap?
Someone
reset
has
it, you
reset
said.
the trap. Definitely.
And it's only been a night. We should pay closer attention, guys.
Yeah. Okay, so
I'm
why don't
always
we?
paying attention to the flow of energies around me.
Yeah, but pay super attention, Lapis.
The last
Yeah.
time we wandered in here, Varus, they had a trap set up where there were several of them on a little cliff about 10 feet high in front of us. So if we wandered too far in, I don't know if they would still be in the same spot, but that's where they were last time. We should be careful when heading in, I think.
Okay. So why don't we move at least to the on the left wall of the entrance to it, and kind of move up together, kind of like with what we were saying. I'll just have my hand on your shoulder, and we'll do a perception check once we get by the trap there.
Sure.
So who's carrying the torch?
There is no torch. We're still in the
All right.
dark, but I can see obviously to
Sure.
it.
And then will Lapis and Johanna, are they going to follow behind us, or?
Wait, are you guys sneaking in and trying to sneak up without a light on whatever might be in there?
We're trying to sneak up there and see if we can get some perception check to see if there's anything on the cliffs or anything a little bit further. I can see pretty far down here, but I mean, I can see what the cave looks
You can see it only on your screen. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Lapis, do we want to follow them in, hand on shoulder, or do we want to wait at the mouth of the cave?
I think we should all go together.
All right. Well, I'm definitely in the middle, so.
All right, I'll be last.
Thanks, Lapis.
Okay,
No problem.
so is this, you think, guys, you think this is far enough to do a perception check? Or should we go in a little further? What do you guys think?
Don't we have to be in the mouth? We should probably head right into
Okay.
I don't think we can see what you see, right?
Okay, so let me move. What's considered in the cave? Is it the gray area, or is it just where the wall starts there?
Oh, wait, can I ask one more question before we totally move forward? When we
Sure.
see these kobolds, they're going to be able to see us. So do we have a instant attack plan or a...
Well, I imagine as long as we're sneaking and being very cautious, I don't know how to say this in an RP way, but do we get to take a dodge action or something? Or if we kind of sneak into the cave, or if we're stealthy, or if I have my shield raised as we're going in, being extra cautious?
That's a good idea. I want to say if you're moving slowly, you can have the dodge action prepared, so that it would be your reaction to as soon as something happens.
Gotcha. Because I'm moving in with my shield raised and listening to Varys behind me. We're moving
Yeah.
forward very cautiously, expecting to get ambushed again, at least from the front, at least from the cliff.
Right. So that will make you move more slowly. But if you don't mind going slowly, that's totally fine.
Okay, I'm going to take another step forward, Varys.
Okay, I'll take a step forward with you too. Where you go?
Oh, I have to go right and then forward
Okay.
because I bumped into a wall.
Okay, I think we're in the cave officially now, because I can kind of change perspectives for me a little bit.
Okay.
I
just
light
wanna
a
make-
torch.
Wait, what?
All right.
Whoa. Where are you going?
All right. So she lights a torch. I do want to say one more thing. If you guys want to retcon slightly because of this, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure we're all on the same page here. The dodge action only works if you can see the attacker.
Okay, and
It
Varys
specifically
communicated that.
says.
Okay, so that wouldn't work with Varys telling me there's an attacker. Okay.
Right, because you have to see the blow coming in order to do the dodge.
So I can't pull him. I can't pull him as dexterity enough to transfer into pulling somebody out of the way?
I'll let you. You can do the dodge if you can see the attacker, and you can help one other person dodge. That's fine.
Okay. That would have to be Wander in this particular.
Mhm.
So Joanna's in front of us now?
No.
Okay. There we go.
And Anna's character has lit a torch.
Okay, great.
So,
yeah,
can
so
we
the
stay
torch
far
is in the back.
Okay. How far does the torch light? Like,
It is 30 feet of 15 feet of bright light, and then another 15 feet of dim light.
You
Okay.
should see it on the sheet, right? Jill? On the game board. They
Yeah,
should
he can
with
see it
my
on the
torch
game
light?
board, but he's got like elf vision, so his vision's way better than what your torch provides.
So should we stay around the curves and not blast in there? Or?
Yeah. At this point, I think I should do a perception check, right, just to make sure that even this little neck doesn't have.
I will mention, without a perception check, you can see things right now.
Wait, you can see them without one?
Yes, your passive perception is revealing certain things to you right now.
Oh, okay. I see 5, or I don't know what they are, but I see 5 bodies.
One! They go, one! Suddenly you get pelted by a hail of pellets as you're talking.
All right.
Ow, stop it!
Who are they targeting?
They're targeting the man in front, Wander.
All right, since
I can't tell.
Varys
I don't
has,
see where Varys is right now, but
he's under Seltzer.
There's like a lot of.
Seltzer's like sticking on his back.
okay.
All right, so.
Carry me.
Right,
So am
so
I getting some dodge help from my buddy here, or
Yeah.
So every one of these will be at disadvantage due to you being dodging, and also possibly outside of a sling range.
Okay, so.
It's a 10. That's a 12. What's your AC? Wander?
17?
Oh, jeez. That's a 7 because you're dodging.
You're gonna live forever, man.
Yeah.
That's a 9.
Yes.
And that's a 9. All right, they've unleashed their full volley, but have entirely missed the front man. And here's the initiative rolls for all of them. All of you should also roll initiative.
Okay, so that means click on your character, upper left corner of the screen. There should be a 00-initiative-roll. Click that button, and we'll get everybody into the initiative order. Beautiful.
My name in Roll20 is Backline. Why is that?
It's because you had 2 characters at first, and then we'll fix this right now.
Good old Anna backline.
Yeah, that's me. Backline.
All right, there we go. Solved. You are now Lapis.
Thanks.
There we go.
You're welcome. And Lapis, you're the first one to go.
I can't see anything. What's going on? I hold action until I can see Actually, no. I lied. I don't do that. Instead, what I do is, as soon as I can pull my character sheet fully up, I cast.
Right, so right now, all I can see are 5 bodies in some shroud. I can barely see them.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Varys,
So
the
we're
last time we
pretty-
were in here, right above here, or right past us to the right, there's a gate that was opened last time that let some monsters into the that let some creatures down here. One of those 5 kobolds though has to leave to open the gate. They didn't have an extra gate, man.
Let me take this moment to remind you that a combat round is 6 seconds, so full tactics should not be planned out.
All right, Lapis, what spell are you using?
I'm trying to confirm that what I. Okay, yeah. So our front person is Wander right now, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
So I cast Shield of Faith on Wander, and the shimmering field appears around Wander, and it grants +2 bonus to AC. So I'm like, remember to tank for us.
Your faith will help protect him. Would you please click that Shield of Faith so it shows up in the text? All right.
Yeah.
Okay, +2 AC for up to 10 minutes. Or until Anna fails some concentration.
Oh.
Next up are the monsters, or at least 2 of the monsters.
All right,
boy.
this kobold. Let's see, how much is your torchlight illuminating right now? Is it also illuminating them at the moment?
No.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so only Varys can see this then. One of the front kobolds, to you, Varys, scampers off to the back, and he does something. You hear the creak of a wooden door being opened. Creak.
Oh, that's that door you were talking about, Wander.
Yeah, that's them. There were 2 rust monsters last time.
All right, the next kobold.
The next kobold is holding his action for something.
Okay, Johanna.
So I don't have much vision into the cave at all, right?
No, it's really dark up there.
I just Wander, can I help? You're the only one that can see.
I think I would stay back there for now.
Yeah, I would stay back.
there
I would
for now.
definitely stay back
Stay
for
back
now.
now.
Just
All
wait.
right.
Especially you got.
Can I just do another perception check as my combat?
Sure.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know. It's gonna help, but we're gonna do it because I'm freaking out. I'm looking around. But...
There's definitely nobody sneaking up behind you.
Oh, that's
You're
good.
good.
Okay.
Wander, it's your turn.
Last time we were here, the rust monsters chased us out pretty far. We're still are we still far enough from the kobolds that I can assume that it's going to be quite difficult for them to hit with their slingshots?
They were having a hard time hitting you. In fact, they didn't hit you at all. It doesn't seem like they're very accurate at this range.
How many were there last time, Wander?
There's 4 and there's 1 at the gate. The rust monsters chased us out. I think I'm going to hold my position here and I'm going to wait for them to come out. We can slaughter the monsters here and then we can move deeper into the cave and deal with the kobolds. So I'm going to take a dodge action here and I'm going to hold my ground.
All right. Well, next up is your worst enemy.
All right, from the darkness,
What is that thing?
something slithers out very rapidly at you. It's going straight for Wander. And it takes a chomping bite at Wander.
Is that a rust monster?
Is it hurt at all from yesterday?
It rolled a 9 due to disadvantage. So, no luck.
Yeah, it looks a little wounded. It clearly has like a bolt stuck in one side over here. It's got like some dried ooze on its belly. It doesn't look like it's been cared for at all.
Alright, the kobolds go after the rust monster. You get another hail of bullets aimed in your general direction. These are again aimed at Wander. 19. Would you like to
That's
lucky
it.
that?
Nah, I'll take it.
Okay,
Right.
then I'm going to roll damage. Let me see. They are doing, for damage, let's see, it's 1d4.
That hits even with the +2 armor?
Yeah, because it's tied with my AC right now.
Dang it.
+2. Alright, you take 4 damage from the sling. From the shot. And then these two are rolling. That's a 10, and that's a 16.
Ooh, both of them are wild misses. Varys, it's time to turn that talk into action.
All right. So I had a question about like the rust, from the rust monsters.
Mm-hmm.
Do they ruin my weapon for like immediate fights right after?
Yeah, you saw Wander here trading in his old rusted weapon for a new
Yep.
one. So,
Okay, so in that case, with the longbow, I'd like to use my longbow
Mhm.
and at least just shoot a shot into it. I'll take maybe just a step. It doesn't matter, right? The range of the longbow, it doesn't matter where
as
I
long
shoot.
as you're not adjacent to the enemy, it's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
Right now, you're kind of like trying to shoot through this big, massive person and shield, so you might want to like move to the side to get a better angle. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let me do
You
that.
can move, shoot, and then move back as well.
Right.
Mhm.
Let me move to the right of Lapis and then shoot.
All right. So you should just be able to click longbow on your character sheet under the weapon section, and it should roll it automatically for you. Boom. 12 to hit against the rust monster is not a hit. It like grazes the top and falls harmlessly to the side.
Great. Okay, I'm gonna move back too.
All right.
And then,
Lapis, we've come full circle.
if I cast thaumaturgy, I can make a flame brighten for a minute. Will that affect the range of my torch?
Yes, it will. And how clever of you.
Why, thank you. So I say, let the energy flow from my friendships into this torch. And I go, and it just brightens.
Where's thaumaturgy? Here we go. Up to a minute. It is not a concentration spell. All right. Perfect. I will brighten your torch for you.
Why, thanks.
It will double in brightness for 1 minute. That seems
Now
to
I
be
can
a little
actually
high.
see what's going on.
So you guys can see the 4 guys now, right?
Double seems a little high. I'm going to bring it down to like 50% increase.
What?
There we go.
Come on.
Thaumaturgy is a cantrip. Let's be chill.
I approve.
Let's be chill. No, we can't see the 4 guys still.
Okay.
We can barely see the spikes.
Okay. The 4 guys are right, 3 guys behind the spikes and 1 guy behind them.
Not
As I'm
better.
holding off this monster with my shield as he's trying to gnaw his way to me, I'm reminding you that I really need somebody to kill this rust monster. He needs to as quickly as possible, guys.
All right.
Oh yeah,
Kobolds-
sorry. I was busy making fire.
All right. These kobolds continue to fire off a sling of arrows at the closest target of Wander. That is a sling, which is an 8, and then the other one
Swing and a miss.
is a 6, which is a
Another
miss.
sling and a miss. These
Terrible.
guys. Terrible.
Johanna.
All right. I look at my hands and I'm really considering that Eldritch Blast, and then I remember that I bought the crossbow.
We want to see Grandma.
Oh no. Grandma doesn't come out for kobolds. I'm gonna try and shoot this over Wander, and you're holding your shield up, right? Can I do the sniper thing again on the shoulder for stability? Or I'm too far back.
Yeah, you're too far back. You're gonna have to
I think
dance.
I'd be more comfortable.
So
Yeah.
can I come here
Totally.
and then just hit the crossbow?
All
Boom.
right.
21 is a hit.
Mm.
Hit that light crossbow text at the bottom. It's for your damage. 6 points of damage. That is a solid blow against the rust monster. You see
Yeah.
the bolt begin to like degrade in the creature as it sticks out of its forward shoulder, as opposed to its back shoulder, because that's definitely a thing. Don't question me on it. And you have the rest of your movement as you please.
Wow,
yeah.
you're a natural.
I am
That is
so
amazing.
psyched. I'm just gonna dance to the back of the group though and celebrate myself.
All right, Wander, you have some backup this time. It's working. The monster is taking damage.
How I didn't see the life bar update. What does this guy look like right now? Is he,
He's a third. He's about a third health.
yeah. Was it like that before though?
No,
it
it went
got
from about a
updated.
half to about a third.
Oh,
Yeah.
just okay. Am I able to kick or punch for lighter damage or
Can he bludgeon with his shield or anything like that?
I don't know what I don't know if my shield is made of.
Metal armor.
If you would like, you can
Dash?
use the back of your sword, the pommel of your sword, as an improvised weapon. It will do less damage, but then when the pommel rusts, which is not attached to the tang and the full blade, it won't rust the blade. You'll be cool pommel, like bashing with the pommel.
What kind of how much damage are we talking here?
I think improvised weapons do D4 damage plus your strength bonus.
Okay.
I'm double checking for you right now, though.
Everyone can kick and punch, though, right?
Yeah, you could kick it too if you want. I think is that the same thing?
Rather than trying to kill the beast in front of me, I'm going to continue to hold my shield up to provide cover for the guys behind me. I'm going to wait for my team to take this guy out for another turn. I really need you guys to kill this thing. I need you to get this creature off of me.
All
so
right.
I'm going
We
to.
will kill it. We will kill
I'm going to take my dodge here, and I'm going to continue to stand against the onslaught of rocks.
Okay. Next is the rust monster itself.
All right, growling at the crossbow shot. It goes ahead and still. Well, okay. Growling at the crossbow shot, it starts taking a walk towards Johanna, and that does trigger an attack of opportunity from Wander. If you would like to take it.
Even though I took dodge, I still get an opportunity. If I use my opportunity attack, do I lose my
warrior.
do I lose my dodge?
Your dodge is good.
I think you can take it,
Opportunity
Johanna.
attack is
Johanna,
because
I
of
think you'll be
them.
okay. You'll be fine. I see the
Take
creature
the
wandering back, but
opportunity!
he's almost dead anyway. I think the three of
What's
you.
wrong
What are
with
you
you?
doing?
The Ross monster runs straight for Johanna, unimpeded by her allies.
Thanks, friends.
Bites straight into Johanna's flesh.
Are you
Unfortunately,
trying to kill us?
it
What's your
misses.
problem?
It misses, but I want to do a retaliation spell.
Ooh, your Hellish Rebuke.
Yeah, I do.
All right, that's going to be your one spell slot until you have a short rest, but you can totally do it.
I'm doing it. I'm terrified, man. This is instinctive. Ready?
Do it.
All right. Hellish Rebuke.
19? What is that?
It needs to make a dex save, or it takes 19 points of damage.
Whoa, 19!
Nice.
All right, Dex
What is
save.
your hellish?
Oh.
What is your hellish?
No!
I have to hold my fingers and my thumbs in this and spread a thin sheet of
19.
flame towards my outstretched fingertips. Those were words.
The rust monster goes up in flames and becomes
Yes.
like a roasted and charred pile of flesh on the ground here. It is dead. It is
Oh my
very
gosh,
dead.
nice.
What
Wow,
the
you're
minute
on
I
fire
fire
today.
Spell,
Wait.
Lapis, I am terrified of myself. I'm looking at my hands and I've got this glow about me and my hair starts like staticking up. And I look up at you guys and I don't know if you can see it, but for a moment I hate all of you.
Whoa, cleanse your chi, girl. Chill out. Take some deep breaths.
You hear
I like
one of
this
the
show.
kobolds start babbling to each other. There are 3 shots coming out. They're all aimed at Lapis.
Uh-oh.
That one gets a 17, still disadvantage.
Why
Does
me?
that hit?
That does indeed.
Ow.
Hits you for 6.
Now,
Ouchies.
Lapis, you have a concentration spell going. So now that you're hit with this, you need to make a saving throw equals 10 or half damage, whichever. So you need to make me a constitution check of 10 or higher. Otherwise, you lose concentration on your shield of faith.
Constitution check.
Boom! Not
Yay.
a problem. You're
And
not
I,
gonna
but I
save,
get hit for 6?
Yeah.
Okay, Lapis doesn't look very good.
Alright, and
takes you
that's
down
not
to
it
4,
though.
right?
There are 2 more slingshots coming out from the cave. 10. That's a
Does
miss.
not hit.
And 1 more. Another 10. Ah.
Beautiful.
Or sorry, not even a 10. Those are... Oh yes, those are both 10s.
Okay. Varys, it's your turn.
Okay.
And Varys, you were mentioning spikes on the floor. You can see
Yeah.
into that. Those are clearly caltrops.
Caltrops? Where are caltrops?
Those
They're
like
like-
pointy things that like
Oh.
pop the tires on cars.
Oh, okay, just little spikes. Okay, gotcha.
Little spikes, yeah.
Okay.
You know that since you are a handyman, you know that caltrops can be moved over. You just have to move a little bit slower over them.
Right. Is there any way I can climb on the cliff and look even further?
You mean the cliff right to your side, like climb up the wall?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could climb it, but your vision is not being impeded by range right now. It's just the natural limit of your ability to see in the dark. So no matter how much elevation you gain, you will not get improved vision.
Okay. Can I still get on the cliff?
Yes, you may climb a cliff. Absolutely.
Okay.
Please, how far would you like to climb?
Well, I want. So if I climb on the cliff, it's a flat surface after that, right? Is this like a canyon where I can just walk?
No. This is an enclosed like tunnel where you are right now.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not until you get to the very back of the tunnel that there's like a 10-foot cliff that these monsters are hanging out on.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
All right. So the threats that are shooting at us, we still can't see, right? So should we check that door, guys? What do you think? The door on the right?
Yeah, you could if you want to take a peek inside to make sure nothing else is going to come after us. You can peek in real quick.
Can I sneak over there?
You can move 6 squares for your movement, and then if you
7,
don't take an
since
action,
he's a wood elf.
Yeah.
lovely. You can move 7 squares and if you don't take an action, or if you take a dash action, you can move another 7. But then that's it. That's all you can do.
Okay, so
7 in an action or 7 and 7. Your call.
Okay, so which slot was the door, guys? Like,
It was over to the right ahead of us to the right.
yeah. With how
I
many
can't
slots?
see that.
6-second combat rounds, guys. Keep your
Okay,
turns to a minimum.
Okay, so I'm gonna move up here. I'm gonna sneak up here,
Okay.
and then take a look at the door in the door.
You
then I'm
don't
not-
see any doors right now.
Thanks, Wander.
Do you gotta go
Thanks,
further up? You did like.
All right.
Elves were supposed to be
I'm
smart.
gonna
I feel like
sneak
I'm
one
talking to a
more.
dwarf
I'm gonna
right
sneak one
now.
more and take a look.
It's 5 squares. You still don't see anything.
Oh my god.
It's not your turn,
Right.
Lapis.
I'm dashing back.
And the man with all the talk runs away. Lapis.
Is that the best you can do, Varys?
I need my tank, man.
I guess this rogue forgot to bring a ranged weapon.
Oh, I guess. Oh, okay. I can. That's true. Okay, can I target them even in the shroud there? I wasn't sure I could
Totally.
target.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! I didn't know that. Darn it.
Uh-huh.
You can see them, that means you can target them.
Can I
Lapis,
take
your
the-
turn.
Oh dang it! I should have.
I
Lapis,
guess
it's your
I just move forward. Like this is bad to put myself in the front of the
Lapis, I
party,
think you
but
should stay behind me. I would shout at her to go behind me.
Lapis
Yeah, stay
definitely
behind
go
me.
back. Go way back.
There's no reason you should be taking shots in here.
Yeah.
Just let my shield do the work.
I
We'll
throw
together
the
as a group.
torch to someone else. That's a frontliner. I
You're-
give the
you're-
torch to Wander.
Wander's got a sword and a shield in hand. He can't hold the torch.
Fine, I
I've got-
toss the torch forward.
Ah.
I toss the torch here.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, that's good.
That's a really big torch, guys.
It's not making light there.
I'm
Put it there.
working on it. I'm working on
There we
it.
go. Now we can see them. There's 5.
Cool. Is that my whole action? Is just throwing that?
Yeah, sure. It's like throwing anything. That's your action. You still have the move.
No, I'm gonna stay back here.
Am I able to hear what they're saying since I speak orc or
They are not,
not-
speaking goblin.
or speak goblin? Sorry.
Yeah, they're speaking a different language than Goblin.
Okay.
But it is their turn.
Alright, these two go ahead and fling some pellets at Varys. That's a 22, which is a hit for 5 damage. Varys, go ahead and dock yourself down 5 hit points.
He should get he gets
Can I
half cover
dodge him?
behind me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, even with cover though, he's still gonna get smashed.
Okay, yeah. Just making sure. Yeah, he's got half
Yeah,
cover.
he
Yeah,
should
okay.
have cover.
You guys are taking a -2 penalty on their shots since they are firing behind Wander. And that's a 17. I believe that's also a hit for 6 damage.
Varys
What?
falls unconscious.
What?
All this talk of slight monsters,
What?
and the first wave of kobolds knocks Varys out cold.
Oh, who's so bad against kobolds now?
20s of kobolds you killed. 20s, he said.
Johanna, it's your turn.
Well, I am terrified on behalf of my party mate, and especially because he was the meat shield, or at least one of them between me and the kobolds. What is the range of my crossbow is 60?
Huge range. You can totally target those kobolds, no problem.
Johanna, if you have any special magics in there, I can step right in front of you as soon as you cast it.
Are you sure that's what you want?
Yeah, I think I can. I'll run up right after you cast it. They won't have time to shoot anything at you before I move forward.
I mean, all right. There's a little bit of influence in me that I just cast that last spell, so part of me really wants to do this again. And the encouragement from Wander was all I needed, so
Just to make
I'm
sure,
gonna
do you
follow
have
it up.
another spell available?
I have an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
And a cantrip.
Eldritch Blast.
Grandma time.
So, feeling inspired by Wander, I'm gonna pop off my Eldritch Blast. At the
15.
I don't know how to ping him. The first kobold, like directly
Yeah,
down.
just
This guy.
left click.
That one. Okay.
Yeah, it's click and hold.
Oh.
You strike the kobold. Would you click that damage at the very bottom? Where it says Eldritch Blast +5?
That's the 10 force.
In the chat, we're actually. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Nice.
Ooh.
You slaughter the kobold. It is deadsies.
Haha. Wow.
I'm staring at my hands, and I am just gleeful right now that I have this power. That's awesome.
Girl, you live your best life. You just set your soul free right now. You do it.
Wander, there's maniacal laughter coming from behind you.
Did
You.
did Johanna have to step forward at all, or no?
Not with Eldritch Blast now. 120 foot range, man.
Is there anything I can do right now to help our fallen elf friend get up, or does he have to make these throws on his own?
You could make a stabilize check, or you could leave that to the cleric in the party. Or you could... I think that's pretty much all you could do right now is stabilize him.
And stabilize counts as an action. Can I take a dodge after?
Nope.
It's
Okay.
okay. I got this. Don't worry.
Okay, I'm going to remain right in front of my fallen comrade with my shield raised, and I will continue to try to deflect pellets that come this way.
All right. Next kobolds.
All right. They take aim at Johanna, who's not behind anybody.
Why are you not Johanna? You guys move behind
They
me.
are at disadvantage due to
Power.
it. Does an 11 hit you?
11 is a miss. She has 12 AC.
Oh, what a
I
shame.
don't even notice. I'm still laughing. Look at my hand.
And then the other kobold also aims at Johanna at a 7. That's an unfortunate miss.
She's on fire.
They also duck out into... Let me make sure I'm moving the right ones. Let's see. It was this one and that one. They duck out of sight after firing.
All right. Varys, it is your turn. You're bleeding to death right now.
Can I moan then? Oh.
Yes, you can moan, but that's about all you can do. I need you to make me a death saving throw. On your character sheet, there's a death saves thing. Just click that button.
Please.
That is a success.
Yes.
Well done. You need 3
Need
successes
3 of them,
to
though.
stabilize. Right.
Okay.
Lappy. Lapis.
Oh, Lapis.
Lapis.
Sorry. I am going to cast Cure Wounds
Yes.
on our fallen friend.
I
Wow.
believe that is your last spell for the day, Lapis.
My last spell of the day, but possibly his last moments on Earth, so I
That
spend
is
it.
True.
I'll make it. Thank you so much, Lapis.
All right. He returns
You
to
won't regret
10 HP.
I'm doing I'm doing yoga moves as I touch him. It's like what's that called? Acro yoga when you do it with a partner. That's what I'm doing to heal his wounds.
Fusion high.
Yeah.
I start doing it too, given my
You need
my
a partner.
acrobats are my acrobatics is very high, so
Yeah.
Nice. Well, you are
Okay,
back
good.
up at full HP, buddy. And it
Awesome.
is the kobold's turn.
All right. They take aim at Johanna. And some pellets go ahead and fling out at you.
No.
Finally, we got a crit. Yes.
No, disadvantage!
Oh no! No!
Johanna stands in the hallway like Lapis did before her, with the stones
my.
raining down on her. No problem.
And they go ahead and duck behind where you can't see them after they fire.
All right, Johanna, it's your turn. The kobolds are gone from view.
what?
There's nothing to attack. There's nothing I can see.
Last you saw them, they were headed stage left. They were headed to the left.
All right, they were scared. They were.
Wow. Well, so right now everyone is standing where their characters are standing, right? The elf is passed out on the floor in that yellow spot, or all 3 of them are back behind Wander here.
Varys is directly behind me. Lapis is directly behind her, and then you are back and adjacent, or diagonal from Lapis.
Yeah, I mean, if I don't see anything, I don't have anything to attack. I actually want to bend down and... does the rust monster... Can I touch that? Is that going to hurt me? Would I know that?
Why don't you find out?
Nah.
Don't touch it.
I'm actually just gonna stand up here and address you guys and say, are you cowards? What do you want to do? But in a cooler way.
Wander,
Shall we not fight?
Okay, I'm going to I'm gonna step forward to here, and I'm gonna try to take a look to the left and right to see if I see anything. Can I like I see that door to the right that was opened that the rust monster came down.
Right.
I see the cow trips. I don't know.
Caltrops.
Caltrops ahead of me. Am I able to try to determine where those I saw the kobolds run off to the left.
Yeah.
I don't feel quite safe enough to hop up onto the cliff. I think I'm just gonna hug this corner right here to the right to see if I can kind of peek around inside this door. I don't want to cross that threshold yet.
Sure, you can kind of lean forward and peer around. And there's nothing visible. Like you can kind of like.
I'll also give you this. You heard the pitter-patter as they ran away, but the steps did not continue as long as they normally would if they were at a full run.
Okay.
So, pretty cool.
So I'm just going to stop right here in front of the traps. I'll wait for the rest of the party to catch up, and I will take a dodge here.
Can we see the tracks on the ground at all? Which way they go?
Well, we saw them ahead of us. They ran off to the left. We can't see any more around the corner because we're gonna have to scale the cliff in front of us.
I mean the tracks of the wagon that we followed in here.
Oh.
Is that left side a passageway like next to you?
Not next to me, no. But ahead of us, there's a way above where they ran off.
Okay.
I took a dodge, by the way. I'm done with my act.
The kobolds go.
All right, they do take an action. They quickly take a quick sight. One spots Wander right in front, and he quickly readies his sling and slings it at you. Slings a shot at you. That's a 5, and then he ducks right back behind. Another one comes in and fires off a shot at you, Wander, but misses, and then ducks out of sight. It's at this conundrum, which I believe we will take our first break.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Looks like they're doing some hit and run tactics. How will the party react? Can they find a counter? Come watch right after.